We've never done it.
Okay,
We're live.
We're going
You
live.
live?
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
we're
we're
already live. There's Buck, there's Farron.
Yeah, YouTube's live.
Okay,
Talk to YouTube.
Hey, how y'all doing? I bought a bike today. Wait, gotta get out of Ace's parents level.
Well, it's set up to all be sitting down.
Yeah, for us to be sitting down.
Watch out, kid. Yeah, watch out.
Smile.
Who's gonna join the chat to see you?
What are we doing now?
Where's your key?
No, we're doing some internet videos.
Somebody's scooter, a little scooter thing got behind that truck.
Yeah, it's mine. It's behind my truck.
You don't run over it?
No, hopefully.
It'd be funny if he does.
I might run over it just because.
Pretty good.
Oh, look at that. Somebody, no. Oh, Bumper joined us. I got
Diane?
Rooney,
I'm waiting for somebody to take me
user,
home.
whatever. I got a few
Waiting
joined
for it to
here.
come out.
Says they're
So
joining
I
me.
gotta
Right?
go.
How we doing?
Well,
Hey, Cole,
I'll take
we
you
wanna go on a
home.
bike
I'm
ride?
locked in.
You're what?
Somebody else
I'm
joined.
blocked
my
in,
deal.
so I
What is
can't.
that? Mabel Gold, who,
Well, I
question
think
mark,
I told you.
something relaxed.
That's nice.
I'm looking off my phone. This is the first time I've ever done
We gotta
live,
go
so I don't
home.
really know how this shit works.
I'm invading
But
power in the prairie lands.
we're also doing
I'm the only
live,
person
not
watching
just.
our live stream, so.
Well, we've got a
Do
couple
you
on
want me to get on
mine.
my phone and watch it?
Yeah, I don't
Make you
know.
feel better.
So anyway,
Oh.
we're trying to do. There's
I
Farron.
got the one.
He's in most of these videos as well. We've got a bunch
Howdy.
of people joining here.
Hopefully Gma will be
Oh,
in
shit, I almost
soon.
fell. Yeah. So anyway, here's Ace, and then that's Buck, and then here's our audience. That's,
Oh, I'm just a fucking audience now?
yeah, you're an audience.
Yeah.
You mean this is in front of a live studio audience?
Yeah, this is in front of a live studio
Byron,
audience.
why did you
that,
not buy a 2
Nobody
liter?
knows what the fuck to do
I
because
get it.
this is our first time live on TikTok.
Byron, what are you
You're
doing?
guys, I see you right there. Don't worry, I'm not just talking to these guys here.
with you.
We're gonna try to talk back and forth to these guys that comment on TikTok.
Thank
We're also gonna try to talk to you guys
You
on
are
YouTube
so
as well.
kind. We'll just-
If you're having problems hearing,
How much
just
do we
let us
do
know
though?
because there's a lot of background noise as well while we're going. Hey,
That's my nickname around
is that on mine?
Fatty.
This is YouTube.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just
whenever
talking
I
about
print
Fatty.
it,
Sorry,
I
I may be yelling
That's
too.
all fingernails.
Because I
No,
can't
you're,
tell.
You're perfect.
Yeah.
I can't tell if
That's
that's.
the one time I'm
My
gonna tell you
nickname is
that.
Fatty.
I can't tell if that camera is picking me up over them or if this phone is picking me up over them or not. So I'm trying to be loud enough so everybody can hear me
Have
on
a
both
nickname for
sides.
her?
She said you've been calling her a bitch.
That's her nickname. My nickname's Fatty.
So-
Her nickname's No.
So anyway, this is goddamn.
So
This is our first time live ever, and it's going to be a shit show. We have a guest, Buck Brown. Hey, Buck Brown.
I am
Say hi, Buck Brown.
Hi, Buck Brown.
So Buck,
here.
so Buck is one of our friends that we actually met off of YouTube, which our YouTube channel is very small, as you guys know that are watching on YouTube.
Like me.
The two of you that are probably here with your phones open.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
But
there's
anyway,
3.
I'm sorry.
well, we've got like 7:30. It goes from like 3 to
30. That's
yeah. It just jumps back and forth.
7:30.
Well, you keep jumping off because it's goddamn loud on the
It's like
phone compared to
7:30.
the YouTube channel. They don't know what the fuck's going on. So anyway, we're doing our first live event on both. It's gonna be a shit show because none of our followers on either one know what the fuck's going on, and we have a special guest for the first time. Plus our live studio audience that's just in the studio.
And Jake's a proud new owner of 2024 Springfield. Everybody give it up.
Yes, he is.
Haley.
Well, both of them are. They own it together. No details needed. So
It's not a
anyway.
Polaris for all you
Well, you're not powering the prairie lands.
for all you Harley lovers.
Eventually.
It's not a
They will be.
Polaris.
They
It's
will
not
be.
a Polaris.
So Ace, can you come in
We're
here?
nothing.
Where'd he go?
But it's an awkward
Oh, are we
Diddy
doing
party to
YouTube?
join, and I wasn't.
I was waiting
Yeah.
for somebody.
Whoever. So what we're gonna do with the TikTok is
You see all the oil up there?
until everybody goes
That's
over to our
like their
YouTube
lube.
channel, which
This
is
is why
at
we
Power
come
of the
off
Prairie
there.
Lands. It's in the
everything.
designation
Yeah.
on this video. When somebody talks,
He
we're
is
gonna
my,
use the phone
he
as
is my
talking
go-to
stick.
man.
So whoever's
started
talking-
us being friends.
So anyway, whoever's talking is going to have the phone in their hands, so TikTok's got them, But they're just going to be talking to both of you. You can comment all you want.
You gotta hold the
We
talking
may be
stick
able
to talk.
It's not even. Shut the fuck up.
I ain't holding your talking stick. Okay, I'll tell you that right now.
Before
I ain't
you
holding
talk-
your fucking talking stick.
Before you talk, you have to hold
So
the
anyway.
talking stick.
That way, everybody on TikTok still has an idea
Sorry, I wasn't holding
and
it.
is still talking and being with whoever they want to be with.
9 meals is in.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is more for our YouTube
Hi.
channel. We just wanted to
Matt!
make sure everybody that
Brother,
follows us
good to see
on
you.
TikTok here, which we haven't posted on either TikTok or YouTube in what?
Like 8 months.
Almost a year?
It's 6
Since
months.
March.
Yeah.
Since March.
Yeah.
We've had
Right?
so we've had a couple different updates. Hey, you're not in here, bud.
Did
Buck.
I had herpes, right?
There we go. All right. There's Buck.
It's okay.
So anyway, the last
Ace here.
6 months or more, we haven't really posted anything on either channel.
Brand new Indian owner.
So, do you want to explain what's been going on? Or do you want me to?
The one responsible for it.
Hey, that's me.
I guess I can.
Okay.
And that's who makes Eric look so good.
Yeah, that's true.
A
Yeah.
hard job.
And Eric, he's just a loser.
And then there's our new member Ace, which we're about to go over here in a minute, and our lovely guest Buck. So there we go. So Buck, come on back here, bud.
Hi y'all. I'm out of my element. I've got a beer in my hand. Don't hit yo.
I need a beer run, by the way. My beer's empty. We'll get to that in a minute, I
You're
guess.
not on camera.
Well, hold on. So
Yeah,
you
we
have
are.
a beer
Yeah, he is.
runner, and you just stick your hand off screen,
Oh,
and someone should
yeah.
put a beer in it.
All right, so
So the,
Farron, do you want to explain what's been going on the last 6 months? Or you want me
where
to?
you going?
I mean, I can explain why there haven't been any videos.
There we go. That's a good idea because Farron's our video editor and poster for the most part. I
Yeah.
usually just do our
Eric runs the TikTok. I
yeah,
run
it's
the
pretty
YouTube
shitty,
side.
but
I got the
So it's
OnlyFans
YouTube.
if you want to subscribe.
But
I wouldn't either.
You
I
folks
have
in
a bunch of,
YouTube,
like,
they're on
projects
TikTok
going
as
on.
well. So
Do
I don't know
what?
how the audio is working. So give us a thumbs up if the audio is good.
yeah, if you can hear Farron and me talking on YouTube,
It's a
definitely
delay.
give us a thumbs up. Is it working good though?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, the audio's fine.
All right. thanks. All right, so here we go. Go ahead and explain.
I had a bunch of big projects going on between a golf cart I'm building, a suburban I'm building, and a few other things. And I had like 60 hours of footage recorded
But
and
come
ready
back
to
right.
edit.
There's a Suburban.
Yep,
Yeah.
there's Suburban. We got a bunch of projects under the Suburban as well.
Yeah.
We haven't decided. We've got too many.
Where are you going, kiddo?
Adam. Adam. It's okay. Adam and Eve.
But
Sign the
Adam
word.
and Steve.
Back left. There we go.
yeah. The memory card that I had all this footage
Out of
on.
this
I
shit.
literally.
One,
Every time I see her, we make
So
Eric of Power in the
lost all
Prairie
that
Lands.
footage And just I
I
got
look like
really
you're in the
fucking
fucking picture on YouTube, but I'm cut out of it.
disappointed, and
Oh, sorry.
they do on here, probably not that one, but whatever.
Still here you go on TikTok.
But yeah, so I just kind of quit recording shit while I was working on stuff, and then one of the guys that was on the channel
Fuck you,
with us
Buck.
just quit talking to everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of didn't know what was going
Guys.
on. We ended up getting Ace to replace the third person. Live access removed. Oh, well, apparently we're not live on TikTok anymore.
Could you at least tell them about that?
Gotta love the
There's
Chinese
too much shit in
engineers.
TikTok. So, since TikTok cut us off for whatever reason, whether it be something somebody's wearing, somebody said something, whatever, it kicked us or somebody reported us enough, whatever it is. That doesn't help. So anyway, as Farron was saying, go ahead. I don't know where you're at.
I don't either.
But anyhow, I'll jump in and I'll handle this. Eric, 1/3 of the Power in the Prairie Lands. Farron, the
Second, third.
not just the secretary, but
Yeah!
he does all.
Goddamn
It's
secretary.
secretary!
Eric
Secretary.
does all the technical behind the scenes
Farron does the computer wizardry.
Yeah, he's
And really,
And a lot
most of the
bikes.
mechanic
I would say
and-
most of the knowledge comes from Farron.
yeah, unless we want a redneck engineer or something, I'm the redneck engineer. For the most part.
and then there's Ace, which if y'all go back to my channel, Buck Brown, that's Ogano Rider. I'm not throwing a shameless plug in there, but take it as you will.
Yep, no, that's why you're here, Buck.
You guys will see that
Famous pole dancer.
the newest addition to Power in the Prairie Lands,
Going again.
and I still hadn't seen his motorcycle yet.
Really?
No,
Not in
he
person.
wrecked it.
Yeah.
Not in
Because
person.
it's in the shop right now.
So, what I want to say to you guys is, what is so powerful about the YouTube community is, we are here in person, making connections in person, and it's because the power of what we do with YouTube in our own ways, and I have a deep appreciation for these guys and a lot of you folks that are watching, because
Yeah,
you guys know my personal journey. It's on my channel,
It's fucking live.
But
yeah, I can't ever do it.
so
again now.
I don't want to steal too much of
I'm pretty sure.
their thunder.
Promoted your OnlyFans.
So
Yep.
anyhow,
No,
I'm just proud to be a part of their first ever live stream, and I'll let them take back over the show because it's their show.
TikTok will kick you off
Yeah.
if you announce OnlyFans or like sexual.
yeah, so will YouTube.
And
So let's just stop talking about it.
Anyway, we've had a lot of stuff go down,
YouTube.
and we're gonna try and get back into it the way it sounds and get as much as we can worked on. I think what's the first video that's going on? Is that the AMF or?
I don't know if we'll actually put the AMF video out because nothing really happened. That thing's still not really running right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Um,
if you pedal fast enough,
Yeah, I need to find a carburetor and some other shit for that thing, and it's a pain in the ass to find carburetors for those old AMF mopeds. If anybody carburetor for an AMF Roadmaster,
yeah, that would be
drop
cool.
a comment or email me, farron@powerintheprairielands.com. But
Do we have anybody going on here now?
yeah, there's 6 people.
Okay, so where's the comments at?
Gmile
You'd have to go to the actual YouTube channel.
And-
I can pull that up.
and 9 mils.
I'll
Well,
do
just-
that in a
just
second.
in case, yeah,
I have it on my phone.
Okay, sorry, we're still trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to do this because, again, it's our first live on either screen. Well, just one screen now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
The first video coming out to answer what Eric was asking, or Ace, whoever it was, probably going to be either the Sportster rebuild or working on my KTM.
9 mils high. Gmaw's in here.
Nine mils.
Well, 9 mils,
Gmaw and 9 mils in here.
Mr. Matt. I'm sorry I had to give away your evil twin, but it's to a greater good.
Yep.
The Dark Knight is going to go on to serve a greater purpose, brother. I appreciate you
So-
being in here on this evening.
So here's one of the things too. Like Farron said, we had a bunch of video content set up. We lost our video content, corrupted drive, wherever the hell it was. And I mean, it was a lot. So that kind of put us discouraged because we're like, yeah, now we got a long way to go to get back to where we were. But we can do it week to week, or just take a little bit of pause and try to catch up. And then our other third out of the group, like Farron said, just kind of dissipated, doing whatever he needs to do for his life, I guess. Never got a response out of him for anything. And then me and Gatlin here, we had our new baby boy, Raymond. So we've been really busy with that as well. And we haven't put out anything really with YouTube.
You mispronounced his name. It's Roy
Cephas, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, Roy Cephas. She doesn't like that name, but that's his real name. It doesn't matter what it says on the paperwork. Anyway, so we've been really busy with that, and just life in general with all of us. Ace started tagging along and doing a lot of stuff with us, and decided that he wanted to be a part of it after we offered. So we decided, hey, we need to do a live event, kind of, our first poke at everybody, let them know, hey, we're going to start posting stuff again, whether it be funny stuff that's small, you know, just shorts or actual videos. We have some videos already started that need to be edited, as in shorts and regular videos. But we've also decided we want to start doing lives as well.
Eric, I don't really want to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
G-Ma is making steak bites with mushrooms and garlic, and I'm just wondering when we can come over for dinner, because that sounds
Yeah, no
delicious.
kidding. That's better than
We can leave now. We'll be there soon.
I have my steak and
She's
potatoes.
a little far away.
I have my steak and potatoes. Yeah, but there's no reason that we can't take a ride.
Yeah, fair.
It's a little cold, but
Now, one thing I will say though is we do have a lot of new stuff going on that we do have partial videos of that we need to do follow-ups on with bikes that we've already played with, some of the projects we've already messed with, we lost videos on or had just snippets of it, like Fair and Suburban. We've got a list of stuff we want to do, but
Yeah. Suburban, the golf cart.
yeah, the golf cart, which I think is going to be one of the coolest things that we've really built or done, just because we've never seen one like it. Like, yeah, we've done our Triumph videos where, you know, we rebuilt, which I think we lost the videos on that, didn't we? Mine?
I don't remember. I'll have to look.
I know we may have put parts of it in there, but like my 69 Bonneville, well, mine's 70 was 63 motor is what it was. We tore down and rebuilt in basically 24 hours to take to Florida, and it failed on us. Motor failed just because we didn't have the timing correct. So instead of tracking it down at 10 o'clock at night when we had it all thrown together, we decided, hell, let's just take our regular bikes down to where we were going there in Florida, which most of you know. And most of you guys watching right now know exactly where we were going. Which will,
I mean, I wouldn't really keep that a secret. I mean,
well,
we went to
Yeah.
Forgotten Angels
Yeah.
to camp out.
yep, which great place, we love going.
good.
But we had some builds with his and mine. We're gonna do some more, I think, if not build an entire new bike off of that because we have an extra motor. But we also have Jake Turtle Crawl's trying to get under the camera. He's just right in the middle of it. That's funny as hell. But we have this 79 Harley golf cart with a 79 Sportster motor in it. Which we've got a lot of engineering to do to really make that work. And Farron's, you know, genius mind of engineering with my redneck engineering is going to have to clash to make that work, because one way or the other by itself, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to have to be a mix. So that'll be fun to watch. Do we want to talk about our tuner people that have helped us at all, or no?
Tuner people.
Yep, with my bike that we're gonna start doing.
I mean, nobody's really helped us with anything. there.
No, just that. Okay, anyway,
I thought G-Ma's
we finally were able to unlock.
G-Ma, that looks absolutely delicious.
Go.
G-Ma sending me pictures about what she's cooking for supper.
Yeah, we need that. So we got my bike unlocked. Farron did a lot of work with his bike, which helped us get to the point of unlocking my bike. HP tuners, you can now send off anything from what, 2016 or 18?
Well, Indians up to 2020 do not need any unlock or
That's
anything.
true. Yeah, that's it.
2020 and newer, you have to send the ECU off to be unlocked. So we already have Eric's ECU sent off and unlocked. I just haven't gotten around to actually tuning it yet. I took the speed limiter off.
Which was nice.
Yeah, Ace here, his bike, brand new Indian Sport Chief. He put 100 miles on it and then wrecked it.
Yeah,
So it's currently at the dealership getting fixed. But I talked to the techs at the dealer today, and they pulled the ECU out for me, so I can send that ECU off, so I can do some tuning on that bike. Yeah. Where were we going with that?
Just talking about some of the stuff we're
Okay,
planning on
yeah.
doing.
A lot of tuning. I'm gonna try and get some good videos of how we're doing that. Got some ideas for how I'm gonna film that different than how I filmed what I did on my Springfield. So that should be hopefully some pretty interesting content for people that are into that kind of stuff. I know it's really technical and not everybody's really gonna care about that, but I find it fun to do, so I'm gonna make the videos on it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Ace, what do you want to do videos about?
Honestly, a lot of what I want to do to my bike. Anybody?
Hell would you? And your new bike.
Oh, okay, my bad, bike. But they don't make a lot of the parts, or at least the parts that I want for my bike.
Welcome to owning an Indian.
Yeah, just that's Indian stuff. But honestly, specifically for right now, just getting my bike, I bought a 2024 Indian Sport Chief Icon that basically came with no bags, nothing like that. That's how they come. And I'm going to put a step-up seat on it, bags of some sort on it. I'll probably do soft bags for a while.
Night, 9 mils. You can go to bed.
Oh, okay. Night.
Love you, Matt. Love you, brother.
But I want to take that bike and make it able to do all the long trips that I want, because although they don't really, I mean, it's not that it's not intended to do the long distance trips. That's a lot of what we do, and that's what I want to make it do.
Buck, how is it doing a long trip on a Chief?
What little bit of time I get to ride on my Chief.
Well,
And
you've done some long trips
That's-
on that Chief.
That's what I was getting at, and that's why I was hating on Ace, because he's got the Sport Chief, which has the Challenger front end, and not many of you know, but the Sport Chief was released 3 months after I got my Chief Dark Horse. Well, the newest addition to Power in the Prairie Lands here has to one-up me and get a 2025.
It says 2025 on the key. The insurance
And
says
it's
24.
the-
So
and it's the Icon.
Yeah.
What number is it? In the Icon series, it's like
I don't know.
it's like one of the first.
I don't think it has a number to it.
It's
It's
not,
one of the first ones that they've had out, because technically the icon that they're making now is.
They only
supposed
make
to be-
350 Sport Chief Icons
Yeah.
for 2025. He's got one of the first 120 or so in his color of the Chief Icon. So
There's a whole story behind that too.
for this kid to be the age of one of my grandkids, I want to choke his ass right now.
Fair, buck, cinches. Need one?
I got about half, I'm good.
Umas, por favor.
What do you need?
One of my blue
Voodoo.
rangers at the back.
Voodoo's?
Anyhow, I appreciate everybody tuning in, but I don't want to steal the limelight from Power in the Prairie Lands, because this is their first live stream. I just glad to be here, and this is the power of YouTube. And all I want to say is,
What do you want to say?
you already know, guys. The ones that are watching, you already know,
It's fine.
because
He's starting up.
you guys have been a part of my journey, and
for
if not for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. So,
Lucky buck.
Different types of exhaust.
I will. No, you're good.
relieve your chair.
That's right. Let me
Pretty
sit.
soon you're
Let me sit down and fall. Because I'm gonna
Because-
fall.
the
I
mastermind.
hate this chair.
The mastermind don't speak too much. When the mastermind speaks, we shall listen.
No, it
So-
It's scary.
old 10-ton garbage mouth talks enough for everybody. But like I said, I don't know what was said when I was gone, so we'll leave it at that.
I'll tell you what was said when you was gone.
Oh,
We talked
God.
a lot of shit about you.
Well, that's
It
normal.
was
yeah.
rough, dude.
Well, you know what? Since Buck walked back in the picture, here we go. We're gonna have a conversation about Buck real quick. I'm telling him I don't care what you say.
You forgot to pop my beer open.
Oh.
Give it here. See if I can do it.
No, you're gonna
Yeah,
fuck
you're
that
just
cushion up.
All right, never mind.
I've
That's
always
told
wanted to
everybody.
use this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I might have one of
I've
those
always
guys.
wanted to use this thing.
So anyway, I don't know who all's on here because I can't see anything even with my glasses. But
Oh shit! That's
a little bit about Buck,
Trying to get us the bug.
which most of you,
Gima, I'm who Buck's calling the mastermind. Fair.
yeah, not me. Not me, definitely not me. I'm the redneck.
Get out the
engineer.
camera.
I'm lucky. So anyway, something about Buck. I'm going to share their story just because it's true, and I love Buck to death. As most people, anybody that
G-Ma is asking who the mastermind is.
that's Farron.
Farron,
Farron's
yep.
mastermind.
Howdy.
I'm redneck engineer. If you need zip ties and duct tape or a bolt, I can make it work with zip ties and duct tape. We had that heritage over there, which you can't see. Oh yeah, you can. The heritage in the background over here. One of the bolts come out for the risers, and one side of it wasn't connected. But we got it to town about 10 miles with just zip ties because I had enough on the bike to get us there. There it is.
Get off the bike, Byron. Get off the heritage so they can see it.
There it is. So anyway, I'm the redneck engineer that can get us down the road, but my problem is when I fix something with zip ties and duct tape,
Sterling's in.
it's technically
Pick a
fixed.
brother trucker.
How's it going, Sterling?
Howdy. If I fix it with zip ties or duct tape and it works good enough, I'm not going to replace it just because why would I? It's still working. So I might buy the new part, but I'm not going to fix it.
That is the reason
I
Eric
think
stays
G-Ma
sane.
might be your G-Ma. She just said she never rides without zip ties and duct tape.
Absolutely. Hey, look, if you can't fix it with zip ties and duct tape, you're doing it wrong. Because I mean, I've had motors held into place on motorcycles with zip ties for years, literally.
Hey, you had a bungee cord in there too.
Yeah, we used a bungee cord, or not on your motor.
Oh,
On the
yeah,
handlebars.
on the handlebars, yeah. We had like, I think 12 big zip ties and one bungee cord. But most of the time, zip ties and duct tape, I can get any vehicle going and get where it needs to go. I don't even know where I was going for. Oh, Buck. We're going to talk about Buck.
No, we're not. We're gonna talk about.
We're going to talk about you. Going to talk.
Look at
about
there,
Buck.
G-Ma.
We're going to talk about why. oh,
G-Ma's
why
just
Buck
sending us
is.
what she's cooking us for supper. So we gotta run to Washington, y'all.
All right, time to get on the bikes. We're going to Washington because G-Ma cooked us dinner.
Fuck, this is heavy soft tail.
And Red Lady's in the house, and Red Lady is Sterling Will's better half.
Okay, okay. So
Howdy, Red
unfortunately, I will admit, most of you that I did meet down there in, what was it, March?
March.
I don't remember your names because I'm terrible with names. But if I see you, I'll know you.
Was Sterling there? March? Okay.
I
No,
don't know.
he wanted to make it, but
Yeah.
But anyway,
now he's changed jobs
so
again.
since Buck's trying to avoid this, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story.
You
So,
gotta make him sit next to me.
yep, you can do that all you want. So,
You have to put him in the hot chair.
Buck, come on, sit by me. Let me whisper some sweet nothings in your ear.
Oh my god, dude.
All right. Buck does not like this type of
Attention.
attention, and I'm going to force it on him anyway, so sit down. So Buck, as most of you know, is one of the greatest humans in this world. Always has been, always will be. Now, Buck got hit by Hurricane Helene.
G-Ma,
Was it
you're
Helene?
right.
Correct?
Rock straps are amazing.
Yes, rock straps are amazing. Love them. Hurricane Helene, correct?
Unfortunately, you are right.
Okay,
As
so,
bad as I hate to admit, you're being right.
so Hurricane Helene.
Eric's right once.
Well, Buck was gone in the truck. He was out on his drive for work. The day he left out, Hurricane Helene hit. The day he come home,
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, trees and the wind have destroyed just about everything he owned. He finally got his house in order to move back into after 2 years after a major leak
Really bad on the
and
last
some other hardships that he went through as well, which not my business to tell. But finally got his house where he could move back into it. He's been living in a camper for 2+ years, and been there 3 days. He come back to get back into his house, and there's a tree landing on his house and pushing it over. The new porch, two trees. The new porch he built in
Yeah.
the back.
My deck survived, Sterling. So y'all can,
Deck survived,
while we're talking about,
but his living quarters, the camper that he was about to trade in on a camper toy hauler, was smashed by another tree. His shed was completely twisted by the wind. His other trailer he had for hauling bikes was completely destroyed by a tree. His truck and his wife's car, his late wife's car, were not touched by it.
Luckily, because
Luckily, yep.
reason being is the rest of the stuff that I had to finish the roof over the back porch and my back deck. You know, Sterling, you and Wheelburner had a really a really long, in-depth
Yeah.
discussion, and everybody else about my deck and back porch. Well, I was able to secure the rest of the materials
Yeah.
and put them up under the shed, so my car and my truck was spared. And in the midst of losing the house and the travel trailer that I was living in until the house got rebuilt, and had me 3 days in the house, in my home, because of Hurricane Helene. Well, I had sold my wife's car to a family friend, so being right here right now, sharing these stories with you guys, and being on this live stream with
Fair, not me.
Farron, Eric, and Ace, the power of the prairie land. I want you guys to know one thing. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in and commenting in the live stream,
Absolutely.
because these guys are about as random as I am with my content.
Oh yeah. Some of it's funny, some of it's building, some of it's just us sitting on a bike talking for no reason. But back to my portion of the story, because Buck keeps interrupting, so I
I'm a
don't
random
tell it.
son of a bitch.
No, you just don't want me to tell it. So I called Buck because
I'm trying to deflect.
yeah, well, it's happening no matter what he wants. So I called Buck a couple times just to see how he's doing, how he's coming along with the cleanup, because I'm trying to decide if I can get down to Florida and stop by Buck's first to help out, like Ace and Farron have done, and I just wasn't able to make it work out with work and the family. So I'm calling just to check on him, and I get to talk to him, and Buck says, well, yeah, the house, it's going to be a total loss. He goes, we're just trying to move things so we can get into it, this, that, and the other. He goes, I've been into it, but I can't get stuff out of it. I said, yeah. I said, what'd you lose on the inside? He goes, well, you know, all the brand new furniture that I bought's all really nice still. Nothing's been touched by the storm. I said, well, that's good. He goes, yeah, but, you know, since this house is gone, I'm going to rebuild. I might do a tiny home or just something a lot smaller than what I got. I said, well, yeah. And he goes, and instead of taking all of my belongings, you know, furniture, beds, all that that's brand new, instead of taking that and putting it in storage, I'm going to give it to a good cause. And they bought a new house, they need furniture, they need beds and all that, and I don't really need it, I'm in the truck anyway. And I stopped and said, Buck, that's why you're one of the greatest people in this world. Because even though you're going through what for some people is the hardest thing they've ever been through, which for most of us it ain't, but for a lot of people in this world it would be, where they're going out online going, anything helps, whatever you can give me, whatever you can help me with, I need it. Buck's going, look, I can salvage X, Y, and Z out of my destroyed home, give it to a good cause that I don't want recognition from, so I can then just move on and go about my life instead of putting it in storage where nobody's going to use it. And that right there is why Buck is one of the greatest people in this world. Because even at a hardship, hard moment in his life, he's not looking out for what he wants to do for him and what's best for his situation and asking for help. He went ahead and said, you know what, I can salvage from this, and instead of helping myself, I can help somebody else. Instead of turning it into a profit or a gain for myself, I can do it for somebody else that needs it.
Oh, did y'all hear that? That was a motorcycle that cranked up outside
I
the
don't know
shop.
if you can hear it or not on there or not, but
And y'all notice how
you got anything on there?
this one disappeared?
Yeah. What you doing, cranking out
And
your bike?
y'all see where she's at right now. She's
Where'd Ace go?
Oh God.
Ace is failing.
But long story short, he's trying to blow smoke up my skirt for
I ain't blowing
what,
smoke.
what the hell I'm doing.
Buck, you're just upset that you tried to do this shit to me down in Florida and I wouldn't let you, and now you're getting
You're
it done to you
stuck.
in my
You're
shop.
at the headquarters. You don't have a choice here. So,
I
but,
just,
He's literally out there like touching on it, feeling on
for,
it.
for as many as
The boys.
that are watching, and for those of us that are here, right here in this, the Power of the Prairie Lands domain, this wouldn't happen without community. YouTube is about you. It's about what you put on your content. It's what you stream on your channel. And now that Ace has finally decided to grace us with his presence again, this young man is younger than my oldest child. Long story short, my biggest takeaway from this is what we're here to do
I do that.
is support each other and do the best we can with today, hoping tomorrow will be even better.
so Buck talking about the YouTube community, because neither one of our channels are very big, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people you got watching you, it's the quantity or the quality.
Quality, not
Quality, not quantity. Yeah, quality of the people watching.
Spiders
And this isn't necessarily my story. I don't know where Farron went, so.
I think he's telling Jake's stuff.
Oh yeah, probably just maybe don't get mad. But anyway, I'm gonna tell the story anyway. So Farron,
Hi y'all, this is Gatlin.
this is Gatlin. This is my better half.
This is Eric's very, 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 very better half.
I say, it's a lot further than a half if you do the math.
Yeah, that is true. But
Hi everybody.
so Farron is out on the road. Me and Farron, we drive a truck for a living, just as Buck does. And Farron was near Buck's area. Was at an Indian dealer just to buy a shirt, and Buck walks up to him and goes, "Hey, you're Farron." He goes,
That
"Yeah,
was
I am." 3 years ago. 2 years
that
ago, 2
was
years ago.
that was actually that
Almost
was just a month after I lost my wife.
Yep, that's right.
And he had been following me on my channel,
Yep.
just like I had been following him on
Which
this guy's channel.
Which Buck was really the only one that watched our content on a regular basis, and well, especially talking to us in the live stream. We had a lot of other people watching, but Buck was really the only one in our live stream talking with us, and didn't really know him other than that. But he ran into Farron, told him he knew who he was, and got to talking. And Farron called me, goes, "Guess who I'm standing here with?" I said, "Who's that?" He goes, I'm standing here with Buck Brown. I said, "No, you're not." And he goes, "Yeah, I am." He's
I remember that phone call.
And Buck's going, "Hey, Eric, how you doing?" He goes, "I can't believe I'm talking to both of you here." And it was just really cool that
My
our-
sister from another mister.
our channel was able to reach that far, even though it's Georgia. It's really not that far, but it's just really neat to see that we were able to reach that far out and
The
actually.
woolly booger has returned.
There he is. There's
There's the woolly booger.
or the garden gnome or trash
The
can.
mastermind.
Trash can. I like trash.
The reason we're all sitting,
Mastermind.
and he's standing up is we don't want to make him embarrassed or anything like that.
That way he looks about the same height as us.
Oh shit!
We'll show the difference here. Wow. Joke's on me, I guess. Goddamn that.
Both of them.
We just read
Yeah, no shit.
Welcome to Prairie and the Prairie Lands first live stream, y'all.
Buck's had a little too many, I guess. But no, we just, we want, here's our other thing with doing this live, is we want to talk to the people that are actually on here, with their comments, questions, whatever. And it's also another thing where, this live turns into a regular video. We want to be able to have people comment and tell us stuff that they like, that's on our channel that they like watching and stuff they don't like. Because, you know, we can add, change, whatever. And, because, I mean, really, if you guys don't like the content, obviously you're not going to come back. If we get a bunch of people saying we like X, Y, and Z more than whatever, you know, we like when you guys slap the shit out of each other more than we like when you build vehicles. Or we like your technical videos more than we do your comedy videos and stuff like that. Because most of our comedy videos aren't actually set up videos. They're just us talking and doing stupid shit like we normally do. Now don't get me wrong, there are a few that were like, hey, this would be really funny. Or hey, we just did this and it was funny as hell. Let's get a camera on it because we think these guys will like it as well. Most of that stuff's over on my TikTok, which is I think Eric Sweeney 37. If you look up Eric Sweeney, I'm #1 on TikTok thing. You look me up, look it up.
30 seconds.
TikTok is the devil.
Yeah, it's the devil. TikTok kicked us off tonight over nothing. Definitely gonna have to work that out. Oh, it's Eric Sweeney 7 is the name. I've got warning labels all over it now. We're getting kicked out for no reason.
I'm bombing the stream for a second.
Oh, you're leaving, buddy? Come here. Okay. Come here, Mox. Hey.
Byron,
What?
lean over from behind the rack and say hello to everybody.
I'm not behind the rack.
You are. You're hiding.
So Byron is.
This young man, being that I'm the Soganopla Rider and the Diesel Deacon on other people's channels, and one of the guys that helps carry on what Power in the Prairie Lands brings you guys. This is Byron, y'all.
Byron is definitely a behind the scenes guy for us.
Wave.
Don't be a dick.
He may become part of Power of the Prairie Lands at some point if he'd like to.
Rainy Rider's in. Rainy Rider's in.
What's going on, Rainy? Hey, we're catching up. You're getting used to the way you normally see me here.
Getting closer and closer.
Closer, little by little. Buck's definitely there.
You got dog right, I am.
So, Byron is definitely one of our behind the scenes guys. He comes in and helps us with.
He's gonna be getting in front of the camera.
That guy.
He was already in. But you mean with?
No,
He means
yeah.
like in the actual video.
He's gonna be in.
We
the video.
Heck, he's been in some videos before.
Yeah, he's been
Byron.
in quite a few of our videos.
Introduce your better half.
Nope, she don't want to be in it. So
We don't like her anyway.
What the world?
yeah, Adam's not
She's
allowed on
mean.
the camera. Yeah, Adam, you're mean. So anyway, like I keep saying, Byron's a behind the scene guy right now. He's definitely been in quite a few of our videos and shorts. He's learning with us. You know, 'cause a lot of stuff we're doing, we're learning as we're going. Some of it we kind of know, but not well enough to really be doing.
Oh shit, Rainey's in here? Hi,
Yeah, he
Rainey.
just popped in.
He's been here.
So,
Love you, brother.
he's in a bunch of videos. We'd like to, I know I would like to have him in here as a portion of the group, but at the same time, Byron has to graduate high school before he's allowed to be an actual portion of this group.
You can't just let your girlfriend pass it for you, okay? You gotta start doing it.
Yeah.
She's hiding behind the damn
She
tank.
she don't want to be a part of stuff because she's a fuddy duddy. And that's okay. She's just an old fuddy duddy. When you get older, you'll understand. It's old people talk for a loser.
I gotta drive 11 hours and
Not
run out of my
tomorrow.
time to bring Byron's inspiration
Yeah.
to the forefront,
You're
and she's still
Heck,
hiding
he
her
was gonna be his
face.
first bike, and now he's got the
Yeah.
300. So
And that's the great thing with Byron too is Byron has ridden more miles on an actual motorcycle this last year than most people with a motorcycle. Most people with a motorcycle and a license do on a regular basis. which is awesome. Also, so has Gatlin, which this is a great story. Go ahead and pan over to her a little bit. This is great.
I
So
like how we have our special guest.
Hey, dude.
Cameras for
he
us.
just started doing it.
Dude,
he just-
out all the way.
What the hell?
He just started doing it without anybody prompting
Bye,
him.
guys.
So here's Gatlin. Gatlin is definitely my better half. She's more like 3/4 of us because I'm not always all there.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever been all there?
no. So Gatlin, after we found out she was pregnant, she was about what, 4 or 5 months pregnant when we got your bike.
6.
Oh yeah, she was about 6 months pregnant, and she decided she wanted her bike of her own. So of course, we found one, we got it, and we got a 1990 Honda 1100 for her first bike because I wanted something over 1,000 cc's. Because as most of you know, when you learn to ride, yeah, learning on a smaller bike is definitely preferred, but the problem with that is once you have gotten comfortable within about 6 months, 3 to 6 months of you actually being comfortable, anything under 1,000 cc's just doesn't seem enough. You can't get away from traffic. You're kind of red line when you're running with traffic at 60, 70 mile an hour, especially on the interstate. You're not going to do any long travel on it. And she wanted to do long travel as soon as she started riding, so of course that's what we get.
Eric, I'm gonna interrupt you.
1,000.
Is she pissing you off?
No, not at all.
Okay. Then fucking
I
stop.
told you this, I already told you how you were.
I
You are now.
talked about it forever about wanting to ride, and
Yep.
he had talked me into it, and it finally got to the point to where one day I was at home and he showed up with a bike, got me a bike, told me to hop on it, and so I did, and I loved it.
Well, no, the great story is when we go to pick it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't just come home with it.
No.
Thank you. I didn't just come home with it. She actually was the one that found it.
I
And
did.
and it was from one of our good friends, Larry Gregory, which I'll shout out to. He has his own TikTok, which I don't remember what it's called.
Such a great friend.
Might be like, well, I don't even know what our YouTube's called half the time. So I'm that smart. But Larry, they had a bike for sale. We went and picked it up, and Gatlin, which we always call her nickname is Fatty, which I know that's not nice, but when she was 6 months pregnant, most people couldn't even tell that she was pregnant.
To me, I was huge.
But everybody else could barely tell that she was. So, we showed up by the bike and she got on it, stood it up, and they told her, you can take a ride on it. She goes, I'm not doing that
I
yet.
loved it. I sat on it,
Yep.
didn't even take it for a ride, and I
did,
absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Eric did, of course, but
But
I
they're
loved it.
like, wait. And she picks the bike up comfortably and sitting there like, oh, this is perfect. And then we set it down. I said, I'm really surprised you were able to pick it up. And they're like, why would you say that? Because she's small. I said, no, because she's 6 months pregnant.
I was surprised I even picked it
And
up.
they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me everything I had at 6 months pregnant to pick the bike up, but once I did, I fell in love.
She says that, but she rode that bike every weekend at least, until about a week before she gave birth to her son. And not in a dangerous way, stayed in town, just kind of went around the block, because they say the vibration and sound of the bike will help you induce labor, which is what she was trying to do. So
Yes.
she rode her bike all the way up to the week before she gave birth, and she rode with me on mine all the way up, I think either 1 or 2 days before she gave
It
birth.
was about 2 or 3 days before I ended up my water breaking. And I just, we were at that point like, come on,
Yeah.
that's what we wanted.
Come on, hurry up, I'm running out of
Yes.
vacation time. Because with this child, that was the first child I was actually able to be in the room when he was born. The other two, I had other obligations or emergency that took place, so I wasn't able to be in the room. So
Yeah.
You know, and this one, we both had already agreed we didn't really want any more children, and
Yeah.
here he came. So I was like, yeah, I don't care what's going on. I'm definitely gonna be there. I don't care if I lose my job. But running out of vacation, I'm like, okay, we gotta get this baby out of there.
Yeah.
It's gotta go. But yeah, like I said,
It's
you know,
wild to think about.
what'd they say? Who's that? What'd they say?
It's wild to think about.
Back trucking.
Oh my God, Mr. Robert from England.
From
Just
England.
subscribe, Buck. But I don't know this crew.
You don't know this crew?
We'll introduce
Mr. Robert. Introduce you to friends of mine.
You're gonna what? You're gonna what, Buck?
I'm gonna introduce you to
There you go.
real good friends of mine.
He's struggling.
These guys, they're Power in the Prairie Lands. This is 10 ton.
Eric.
I don't exactly know why
Fatty.
Eric has the designation 10 ton.
Look at him.
Because he breaks every chair he sits
Even
in.
though I may not be like super fat, I break chairs. It's weird. I don't understand.
Farron.
You are super fat.
Farron's the mastermind behind Power in the Prairie Lands, which we're here now.
Also known as Trash Can.
Yeah.
Eric's the newest addition to
Eric?
Power in the Prairie Lands.
Well, he's big enough. There's two of them.
Ace.
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 Also known as Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
My name is Gatlin, but my nickname is Fatty. And long story short, whenever I was pregnant, I came here all the time, and his dad came up with the nickname Fatty because I thought I was so huge. Yeah, long story short.
But you-
Mine's because
I
I wrecked
wasn't.
my bike with a little over 100 miles on it.
Yeah, just over 100 miles on a brand new motorcycle, 2025 Indian Chief.
Owned it
Or
a
Indian
week.
Sport Chief.
A week and like
Icon.
an hour or something like
A
that.
week to the day.
Yeah.
We went on a little cruise, just everybody cruising, and me and Gallon are out in front, and then all of a sudden, there's no Ace.
Yeah, I was leading, then Eric, then Gatlin, then Ace. And I look in the mirror and there's no Ace. So
And I didn't have a mirror because I
I
was on
slow
the
down
soft tail.
and I wave Eric up next to me and I'm like, hey, where the fuck did Ace go? He's like, oh, I don't know, I don't have mirrors. So I said, you guys just go on ahead, I'll go back looking for him. And I found him in the ditch. He already had the bike up and was working on getting it out of the ditch, but
Yeah.
Yeah, my brand
Yeah.
new bike. I have
So-
a claim on my brand new bike a week after I bought it.
Which that's okay.
object fixation's a motherfucker, ain't it, Ace?
Yeah.
Look, insurance is a great.
Exactly.
You can't start talking about
After he got it.
Well, we're not going to go into details on that.
okay.
Insurance is a great thing because whether it's your fault, Mother Nature's fault, your vehicle gets fixed or you get a new one. So, you know, it's great. That's the great thing about insurance. Everybody's so worried about, oh, well, I don't want to report to my insurance, which, yeah, if you can fix it yourself, save a few bucks, absolutely do so. But if you can run it through your insurance and it not bump your claims up, or your claim doesn't bump up your price monthly and stuff like that, just do it. And even if it does, it's only going to be $1 or $2 here and there. Just do it. Get your stuff fixed correctly, or like I've done in the past, you know, get the insurance and fix it yourself for a quarter of the price. You know, because there's nothing wrong with that, and it's not illegal. They tell you to do that. When you're halfway handy like me, it may be fixed with zip ties and duct tape, but it'll still be fixed. As long as it rolls down the road and it's safe.
You might need new zip ties and more duct tape at some point, but as long as you keep
Never
doing it.
had that issue. See, if you need more zip ties and duct tape, you didn't do it
Leave
at
it
the
up
first
to
time.
Eric and you'll definitely be leaving with zip ties and duct tape.
But you'll make it where you're going.
Yes.
There's never been a time, well, okay. Been very few times zip ties and duct tape did not fix my issue. See, my thing is, like, Farron's called a genius because he really is a genius. I mean, he'll figure out some stuff
No,
that,
I'm not.
he can say that all he wants, I don't care.
The genius.
He figures out stuff that actual companies that do it for a living can't figure out. And when
Dumb
they,
luck's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
dumb luck isn't dumb luck when it's happened 5 or 6 different times in a row with major issues nobody else can figure out except for Farron. So that's definitely something that is helpful. Is Farron having the knowledge that he has that, and if Farron doesn't know something, he's going to go and learn it one way or another.
I'm sorry to interrupt your story. Eric, I'm sorry to interrupt your story, but apparently Byron just whacked his head into that on camera.
Oh, was he playing whack fuck back there? Whack fuck!
Look at that gas cap just going.
But no, so what Farron can't do with the knowledge he has, I do with zip ties and duct tape. And surprisingly,
Then I have to fix later usually.
yes, but at the same time,
Hey, boys.
Farron sometimes overthinks things, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I just remember.
And I overthink it in my way of thinking, and sometimes that ties us in together and makes something work a little bit better. And at the same time, there's times that Farron's like, no, this is just the way it is. It doesn't matter. And I go, yeah, but technically if we do X, Y, and Z, he's like, well, yeah, but if we take your idea and actually do it correctly, it would work better. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm wrong, but I'm not completely wrong.
Looks like a great bunch of folks. You haven't seen enough of us yet.
Yeah, we'll prove you wrong. I promise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Give it some time.
You may think that, but you would be incorrect, sir. But you know what? We put our fucking shopping carts in the corral when we're done.
Hell yeah.
What size is the pussy bar on your bike?
16.
16 inch.
So they're looking at parts for Jake's new bike. Jake, where you at? Come peek your head in. Come peek your head in.
Hey, camera guy.
How far do I
Special guest.
Hey, there we go. There we go. There's Jake.
Oh, hi.
Jake and Peter there. So Jake actually just went and picked him up a 2024. What is that? Springfield.
Indian Springfield Dark Horse.
Yep. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's a bitch. Oh, that's not this video. Oh, okay. That's coming. But anyway, yeah.
I just spent all day at the Indian dealership with Jake and Kaylee.
Second time.
Yeah, again. He's what?
Well, it's the first time with me.
No, I've done it with Eric multiple times in the middle of a trip, trying to trade a bike.
But I really needed to though.
Did it with Ace.
I really needed to.
And
Oh no,
then-
dude, my tire was completely shot. Oh, I should have told that story on
You
radio.
got a new tire after the Jeep run?
We got so many.
Yeah, I
stories.
did.
Okay, good.
So
Oh, you do have a new tire on the bike?
yeah, one,
Why have
not
that
two.
I don't care. Front's fine.
Because we haven't been home. So we went down to Florida and I had a Victory cross country tour, which if you have a chance to buy one, definitely do it. They're amazing bikes. I absolutely love it.
We just been talking a whole lot, G-Maw. You didn't miss a whole lot.
No, we just
Just
that
rambling.
one. Yeah. So anyway, G-Maw, I should have told this story with you and Rainey earlier because it's a halfway decent story. Because we have plenty of stories. We go a lot of different places, do a lot of stupid stuff. So I had a 2013 Victory cross country tour. I had it a couple months, and I actually went through that bike before we went on this trip. We went to ride the whole
If I
coast.
went through it, he means he bought a roll of duct tape and a bag of zip ties.
No, I mean I had about 1,500 to 2,000 miles on it before we left for this trip. We went to Florida, we ran the whole coast of Florida. Went down the east coast all the way down to the tip of the Keys and then came back up to west coast, west coast of Florida. But anyway, about halfway through this trip, which I thought I had new tires.
Not long before y'all met me.
Yeah, no, not very long before we met Buck.
Watch me squat.
Anyway,
Have a seat. You're working too hard, damn it.
we were coming back from the Keys, and I started getting a really, really bad vibration in the bike. And come to find out, the tire is cupping, and it only had a couple thousand miles on it. Didn't really understand it until we looked at the year that the tire was made. It was like 2015. 2015?
The tires on that
The
Victory?
Victory, yeah.
I think you're front tire was a 13 and your
Yeah.
rear one was a 14 or 15.
Which I bought from a dealer, and they came with those tires. Granted, they had great tread on them, and they looked brand new, but the age of them, they should have been changed. Didn't
Did you want
realize
to rode
that.
cross country on a Dyna?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
goodness.
jeez.
You're more of a man than I am.
No shit.
I think-
G-Ma's more of a man than all of us.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Gma's amazing. She's a great woman. You'll meet her.
One day.
So, we get that.
Not one day, March.
Where was that?
If,
Where was
if
the
G-Ma's
dealership
there.
we stopped at? Was that Tampa?
No, it wasn't Tampa. Fort Myers, maybe?
I don't know. It's wherever Burger
Well-
was.
Oh, no, then it was Tampa. Yeah, it was Morimoto.
Yeah, Morimoto. They're in Tampa. We stopped there because we stopped at the Harley dealer there, which is not there anymore. They moved locations, which whatever doesn't matter. They didn't have a tire that would fit, so we go to the Indian dealer, and they actually had 4 or 5 different Victory cross country tours there for sale. So we're like, oh sweet, they should have a tire. Which, if you don't know, Victory cross country tour. Kind of has an odd size. I don't remember what exactly it is. I know it's 17-inch rim. So
Yeah, it's not
nobody had a tire for it, but they did have a really nice Challenger in there. That was a 1-year-old model that's been a 4 model the whole time. I think it had like 30 miles on it. They were trying to sell. And I was trying to put a deal together, and we sat there for what, 3 or 4 hours.
insane. Almost 10,000 miles on the Dyna.
It was a long time. Yeah, 9,386 miles on a Dyna.
How long?
Gma.
How long did it take you? That's my question, Gma. I gotta know how long that took you, because that is insane. I did just around 6,000 miles in 16 days on my Pursuit, and I was done.
I did 2,200 miles in, I
50
think,
hours.
yeah, right at 50 hours. It's like 49 hours and some odd minutes going to the October camp out last year.
Coming back.
And yeah, down
Gma,
there
we
and
need
back.
answers.
But
How long did that take
wow, Gma.
you?
That's
On a Dyna, almost 10,000 miles.
How are you guys reading that from there?
phone.
Dude, that thing on a
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm watching our live stream on my phone,
Yeah,
so I
you
can
can
read
see
the
it.
chat.
But I'm sitting here like wonder where you're even reading this. I can't.
Oh yeah, we can't see it from here.
I can see when somebody says something, and then I look at my
But not
phone.
what they say, yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, y'all are reading it from there. I'm like,
Yeah. Gma,
Well, I
we're
just
not,
have good eyes.
we're not talking about anything else till you answer us. Because everybody's gonna sit in anticipation until you give us an answer here.
It was 15 hours, that was it. She was
Oh, here we go. 20,
21 days.
God.
holy
I
cow.
spent a night in Texas, and a week in Forgotten Angels. I've had a few mods done on the bike.
Still though.
Jeez.
So for you guys, which I don't know who all we have in here, I'm sure most of everybody in here that rides, a Dyna is not a bad bike to ride. It's a good bike, but here's the thing: the frame on a Dyna is not really long enough to support long travel. I mean, it absolutely can, but it's not super comfortable. The suspension, even if you upgrade the suspension on it, you're still limited on what suspension you can put on it. You're limited to the seats that are made for Dyna. You can have something custom made, but that still does not change the fact that you're on a mid-frame bike
Well, I mean,
doing 10,000 miles. I mean, that's a smaller frame than
Yeah.
your bike,
no, it's like the same size as the Chief.
is it?
Yeah, same size as the modern Chief.
As the brand new Chief.
Yeah,
yes.
not-
Not-
yeah,
So it's
Not
So what
bad.
you're telling me is I need to do
Yes.
exactly what Gma did.
yeah. So if you can't do that, Ace, then I don't know. You wreck new bikes. You probably shouldn't.
Well, it's not new anymore. It's not new.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're
it's
good.
not new anymore.
100 miles and then you can ride.
No,
on
get it
What's
to
that?
200, just be on the safe
Like I
side.
said, wow, it took me
350.
4 years
Okay,
to
I'll
put
take it.
10,000 miles on my bike.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So we're not quite G model. We're a little
No.
bit ahead of type.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We bounce back and forth. We've done some years where we've done over 10,000 miles in a full year span. We've had some years that we put 2 to 3 on them.
I typically put about 10,000 a year on my Springfield,
Yeah.
and then I have all my other bikes.
Well,
I have a problem.
I'm not quite.
I've got too many motorcycles.
So, and here's my thing is, I'm not quite 2 years on my pursuit yet, and I'm over 20,000 on it. But I also have her bike, which we've put, I think, 5,000 on this year, and it really just sits in the garage more than anything. It's only left town like 5 or 6 times. And then I had my Sportster that I redid some stuff on to sell. I put about, I don't know, maybe 500 on it. And my Triumph, I put like 40 miles on it, but we haven't really got it running
we
right
can't
yet.
get it to run.
Well, now all we need is the clutch cable put in, and
I thought it wasn't run right either.
no, it's running
It's
correctly.
still a little rough.
But what the adjustments we need to do, we can't really do until we get the new clutch cable on it.
Yeah.
Which is sitting in the garage and just haven't
That was
done
the one
yet.
that's
Plus, me and Farron are only home usually 2 to 3 days a week, if we're lucky. I mean, Farron's definitely more 1.5 days. I'm usually home 2 to 3 days. So getting out and riding is kind of hard. I mean, this year I know I've done close to 10,000 miles, and I felt like I haven't ridden at all because we've had a few big rides, but we don't really ride every single weekend like we want to because we have too many projects here. I've got 4 kids on top of that. It's hard getting out and running like we want to.
Yeah, Eric's got too many kids. I've got too many vehicles.
I don't know. There's really no such thing as too many kids. I mean, yeah, it's tough and it's hard. But
I don't want kids. The one kid is too many kids. But
Farron's great.
He is one of our kids.
Is that not your kid behind you?
no, that's definitely yours.
He looks an awful lot like you right now with the hat like that.
Oh! Honestly, I thought he was Eric's at one point.
No, Jake's hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
He stole my new hat. I asked for it and I got no.
What do we got on there in the comments? We got 2 bigger ones there. What they say?
How's Gmail talking about a ride?
well,
Yeah,
I wanna hear that.
I came down I-5 across the Gulf,
I'm gonna
camped
get it
out Key West, and zigzagged back west 200 miles northern. I put low reach seat, suspension broker shocks, and upgraded the front end of my switchback. Had it since 2015. It's got buttloads of miles, and the trip is very comfortable. It's a zigzag.
I like that.
Gmo,
You're a legend.
you're
You'll be-
amazing. I
You'll be a
love you.
legend forever. And there it is, he says. Yep. his
Really,
Gma's a
really
legend.
hope I get to see you at the next camp out. Really hope you're there. Always love seeing you there.
Well, we'll have Eric and Gatlin too, so you can meet them.
I don't. No guarantee.
Eric's met Gmo.
Yeah, I met Gmo last year. Or not last.
In March.
I have not met any of y'all, and I am sorry in advance, but I was 7 months pregnant.
Yep. And she didn't want to take a trip on the bike that far for
No.
some reason. I don't know why. We
Which
could have
I
had a
am,
baby
I
in
am
Florida.
crazy. Which I don't know why. I don't know
Oh
why
god, that's the
I
last
did
thing we need is a Sweeney Florida man.
Yeah,
So here's a great story about
I am
our
crazy,
child.
but I wasn't that crazy.
I'm gonna tell a funny story about our child. Some people may not agree with this for whatever reason. I don't care. If you don't like it, just be quiet. So I had my cousins from Nebraska down here. Grayson and Trevor, you'll see this sooner or later, I'm sure. So shout out to you guys. They come down here just for a weekend, just to hang out.
Gracie and Tracy.
Gracie and Tracy, yep. They come down here for a
Had to
weekend.
think what I was calling.
Just to hang out, which there's a bunch of stuff going on in our family at that time, so it kind of sucked for them. They came about the worst time possible, but tried to make the best of it. We come out here, we were shooting out on Farron's acreage across the way here, and
over yonder.
over yonder. Yonder really doesn't matter which way you point.
Yeah.
That way. That direction you can point any way you want. It's his brother. So, but Raymond was out there with us, and he's wearing his ear protection. So, and he's a little ways back, so he's not really getting the brunt of the sound. But while we're shooting, he's just calm and kind of laughing and.
Gallon, Gma said, "Girl, I don't blame you."
And when we'd stop to reload or grab another mechanism for firing, Because I don't think we can say those words on YouTube.
No, you can say magazine.
Well, I meant that.
No, you can talk about firearms. You
Okay.
can say magazine.
So
You
anyway,
cannot manufacture a firearm or modify one. But
so we either load it, reloading, or just grabbing another one for us or them to shoot, which was fun, great time. Every time we would stop,
He would cry.
he would just kind of sit there for a second, get kind of a mad face, and then just start crying until somebody started shooting it. So we all kind of thought that was funny. And then we come over here to the house, which we already knew this was a thing just because he was out in the shop with me at my place, working on the bikes that I've been working on, trying to flip and heat, whatever.
I tell you what, that boy is gonna grow up and be a motorcycle lover.
Oh, he's either gonna love them or absolutely hate them. There's not gonna be an in between.
He'll be crying out in the garage whenever Eric's out in the garage
Yep.
working on stuff, and the minute he starts up a bike, he stops. It blows my mind. It really does.
So we come back over here to the shop, and we're all talking, and I've got the baby holding him like this, facing out, and he's just throwing a fit, screaming and crying. And I'm talking to Farron, and one of the boys, I think, Gracie and Tracy. And I tell him, I said, hey, watch this. I said, Farron, start your bike. And he's like, why? You know, thinking, why would I do that? The baby's crying. I'm like, just start your bike. He was to tell you. All right. So he goes and he fires it up. And Raymond goes from just blood-curdling screams to just smiling, lays back, and just falls asleep within seconds.
Dead serious.
And
No joke.
anytime that kid cries and screams, we turn on a motorcycle and he either relaxes and goes to sleep or just starts jumping up and down and smiling and giggling. He loves it. What do we got there?
Tyke said truck driving. I did 4 million miles in 35 years, and I stopped counting on my 38th year now. I do about 100,000 a year. I'm over the road truck driver too.
Yep.
I do 100, 110,000 a year. I don't know how much Eric
I'm
drives.
still tracking that right now.
Yeah.
I'll be close. I may be a little less than 100 this year.
That's a lot of damn miles, man.
Yeah, no. Look, I don't have a problem with truck driving. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to do it the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
This-
already. I'm 5-6 years into being over the road, and I'm tired
Well,
of it.
and I'm
I
only
wanted
2
to do
years
it.
into it. And I don't mind it. I just hate being away from the kids and the family. And honestly, what we do here in the shop, which, some of our videos are stupid, some of them are funny. Some of them you'll learn stuff, some of them you'll learn that we don't know what the fuck we're doing at all. We're just trying to figure it out. And you'll definitely hear some ergodurgas, which if you haven't don't know what an ergodurga is yet, just go back in the videos and you'll find me giving ergodurgas and stuff to get it loose or whatever. But that's
I
stuff.
think I need to know what that is because I'm not going to go back
Okay.
and watch the
There-
videos.
All right, so I'll explain it.
Ugga-dugga, not
No.
an erga-durga.
No, there's ergodurga, sir.
It's an ugga-dugga.
No, ergodurgas. Ooga is with a mechanical.
No, ugga-dugga's when you got a wrench and you're.
Yes, exactly.
With a wrench.
Ooga. Ergodurgas is when something is stuck and won't come loose, and I have a hold of it, just going ergodurga until it breaks loose. Yes, the pipes on my bike and Farron's bike. We definitely got. Oh, and the handlebars for my bike. That was a good ergodurga. That was
a bad
I mean, it was a funny
It was a
ergodurga.
bad ergodurga.
Okay, so I'll explain it just so you don't have to go back through the videos. I'd love for you to anyway because there's more to the stories. But I got new mitered handlebars for my Pursuit, and we decided we were gonna put them on ourselves, which shouldn't be very hard. But those miters, it goes from just a regular handlebar to just straight across. Well, that corner was preventing us from getting all 3 of the connections through. So you got your throttle connection, you got your switch connection, and you have your heated grips connection. We couldn't get all 3 of them to pull through that 90-degree turn. So we threw, everything we could at it. We duct taped them all the way across like we're supposed to. We even sprayed WD-40 so it would slide across. We did the back and forth floss technique with these. Because the way you do it is you take a rope, you tape it to the rope, tape it all the way down past where the covering is on your wires and you just, just bring it through. Couldn't do it, to the point that I have Farron holding on to this rope as tight as he can, wrapped around both hands, and I'm just dragging him across the floor.
Yeah, we're straight up playing tug of war with his handlebars and wiring harness.
It didn't work. So I said, you know what, this is either going to be a great idea or an absolutely terrible idea. He said, what's that? I said, I'm just gonna hook it up to the eyelet on the back of my truck, and I'm gonna pull it from there. And he's like, that's a bad idea. I said, well, we're out of ideas, so a good idea didn't work. It's time to go with the bad ideas, because we're out of fucking ideas. I said, okay. So Gallon actually starts videoing us, and I pull on it, and the truck just kind of rolls back into its parked position, like a vehicle does. You can kind of move it like an inch or two back and forth, and I let off because I don't want to put too much pressure on the wiring harness. It just gets to the point where I'm so frustrated. I'm calm. I looked at Farron and I said, I'm going to pull the truck to absolute park, and I'm going to give it everything I have. Because
Worst idea.
that's either because that's not a good idea. I said, look, it's either going to work or it's not. And at this point, I don't give a shit. But the problem was the next day we were leaving for Wisconsin.
Yeah, we go up to Road America every year. It's at Moto America race up there. Watch bikes, King of the Baggers, Superbike, everything.
So I'm supposed to ride this the next day, and I'm like, look, this is either gonna work or it's, or no, it was the week before.
Yeah,
it was the weekend before. I said, this is either gonna fucking work or it's not. And if it doesn't, then I guess I'll just have to ride we'll put the old bars on, and if it breaks it, I'll just have to take my vehicle up there instead of my bike. And I get the truck all the way past its tension point, so there's no movement from the truck, and I just, and it pulls through. Surprisingly, it's just yank as hard as I can, and we're all going, yeah, finally it went through, and I untape it, and there's a clip missing, and I just went, mother, just mad as hell, and it ended up just being the heated grip clip.
And no, it's not just the heated grip.
Well, hold on. We finished. The
Finished correctly.
The first we noticed was the heated grip clip was gone.
Eric's never had to say that.
And then,
He ripped it all apart.
as we untaped it, we realized that the entire wiring harness was completely stripped apart.
Yeah.
No, it was the heated grip was totally missing. I don't think we ever actually found that plug, did we?
No, that plug actually came off before we did the truck
Okay.
idea. That's, yeah. Sorry.
And then the main issue is heated grip, whatever. You can live without heated grips.
Still don't
I
have
still don't
You know
have
what?
heated grips. I don't have heated grips.
I think
on mine.
Farron
I have one and it's
soldered it
nice.
together.
Yeah, we soldered it together.
Well, yeah, the main issue is his throttle position connector, the throttle for the bike. Ripped all those wires apart. So
Oh, we ripped all of them apart.
yeah, so I had to solder that back together and told him, hey, buy another wiring harness and take this to Indian and have them put it in because I don't fucking trust
I
this.
decided to get it.
But,
Is it still like that?
yeah, no,
Yeah, it's still fucking like
dude,
that.
okay, so even a worse, sketchier story. I was
Yes,
on
tell
my
them my first fucking aluminum weld.
So, on my Hendian, as Farron likes to call it, my Hendian, my Gilroy Chief 2000, beautiful bike.
It's a Harley Softail.
It is. I mean, everything is interchangeable with the 2000 Heritage Softail. It really is. So anyway, this bike, we're out riding one day, and I'm having issues with it, and guys are making fun of me because first
On that one
the
trip.
yeah,
It
that
wasn't
one-
even a trip, it was a local
The-
ride.
yeah, it was just, hold on. It was just a local ride for the St. Jude ride. It's the first time we went on it. Before we got 10 miles away, my air breather cover, or my carb cover, falls off while I was riding, but I caught it with my leg until we got stopped at the gas station. My choke fell off. I had to fix the choke.
Already talked about
And then everybody was like, oh yeah, your handlebars are going to be in your lap by the end of the day. At about the third stop of the trip, my handlebars are moving back and forth like this, almost into my lap. I'm like, whatever, we'll just ride. Finish the ride. We ride out here, Farron's place. Then we take the whole head unit apart, figure out why it's so loose. Thinking, we just gotta tighten some bolts. No, one of the aluminum risers, which are cheap, shitty aluminum risers, had completely snapped from the bottom of it. Farron had never welded aluminum yet.
I had a TIG welder, but had never used it for aluminum. I've TIG welded steel, but never aluminum.
And I was like, look, we can either get it to work so I can ride it home, or I'll just leave it here if it completely melts the thing. Because it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I'd like to ride it home, but it doesn't matter. So he welds it, and it works. And we throw it on the bike, and I think a year later, Farron tells, we're sitting at my house, and Farron goes, hey, did you ever swap those risers out? Because before I left, he made me order new risers, because he's smart like that.
I looked over his shoulder as he ordered the new risers.
'Cause he
I told
knows-
him,
he
I don't
knows-
trust these welds.
Yeah.
Do not trust these fucking welds. These are my first welds. It looks like I just put this together with fucking bubble gum.
But
Order new fucking risers.
so I
Do
ordered
not
them.
trust my double bubble bullshit.
Double bullshit. So we get them on there. I order them. I take off, and it was about a year later. We're sitting at my house, and Farron says something. Oh, hey, did you ever switch those out? I know you ordered them, but did you ever switch them out? And I turn around and grab out of a box of parts, because I have random parts everywhere all the time. Grab out of this random box. I'm like, oh, you mean these brand new risers? He's like, oh my God, you haven't changed them. To this day, they still have not changed them. It's about 5 years now.
Yeah, to be fair, he hasn't seen the bike in like 6.
No, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I just haven't ridden it in 3. So
Seen it through pictures.
I've seen it in person.
Through
She's just
pictures.
naked.
It's just, we're not even gonna go into that.
It's a whole video on its own. It's rough.
And I'm not gonna badmouth the shop that's doing it, because the shop itself is great.
Yeah, I just wouldn't mention the shop.
Yeah, it's just the person that's doing work outside of the
Yeah. Van, if you see this, we love you. You're awesome,
we
man.
love you, Van. And even Chris, we love you too, Chris.
Yeah, Chris,
He
keep
just
cool.
wants his bike
Finished.
Very badly.
finished.
It's been 3 years. It's past time. Like, they had some issues, personal and business issues they had to deal with. And I told them to put it on the back burner to begin with. And I have no problem doing that. They're great people. But now it's past that point, and it's not the shop's fault. So it's hard to be, for me, it's hard to be a jerk because, I love the people that run the business. And I like the guy that's doing the outside work, and I can't be a jerk, especially when they're giving me a deal, even though it has been way too long. Hard to do either one. So I don't know. We need to change subject before going more into it, because then we get pissed off. So. So actually, we need to show this little dealie here. That's fucking.
We've got a video on it.
Yeah,
But it's not posted yet.
we're
So
good. Where did Buck disappear to?
Buck went to bed.
He went to bed. He was looking tired.
Buck got up and slowly.
He was
you
just
actually
there
want me to
looking
move
tired.
that
over?
He was
Quite a bit of driving
left
to
and
Yeah, Buck
He's
is
been
not
driving all
necessarily
day.
really drunk. Buck's very tired.
It's
Do
only
you-
11, but it feels like 2.
I went to
It does not feel like
He's
two.
also been driving.
Where the fuck have you been all day?
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
I've been fucking off all day, so.
Yeah, no. I've been
So
sitting
anyway,
doing
outside of pissing stories,
deals all day.
Farron
Dude,
come up with this idea, and I'm sure he found it on the
Yeah,
intranet.
this isn't anything I came up with.
No, it's just, but his design for it.
We got lucky. We got there like
And
8
this
o'clock.
was-
Did anybody else
I
use
left like
fucking spray can tops?
1:30, 2
Yeah.
o'clock-ish.
Okay, so Farron didn't
But-
come up with shit.
No.
It's just really cool. If you don't want to be
Well,
I didn't know if you wanted me to move it or not.
Don't move it yet. This was not my idea. Eric, can you quit
Oh, sorry.
fondling yourself?
In the camera, nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we got like up close and personal view. Pretty sure I saw some nipple.
You're
But
welcome.
I know what you
Hey!
Oh no.
Wrong subscription.
Yeah, can't say that word, remember?
That's what I did.
We got kicked off of TikTok for a certain website that was mentioned.
but
If we were
I
going
asked
to
him-
off YouTube, we're really leaving and not coming back.
I asked in the Shade Tree Discord what I should do to clean these tanks out. I've got a bike I'm working on. We're doing videos on it. It's been sitting since March of 2000 was when the place expired on it.
It was before that.
We got it running. Sparked a little bit before that. I've got the bike running. It runs, fires up, idles, runs great. But the fuel tanks were just really rusty. The inside of the fuel tanks looked like I pulled this bike out of the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
So I asked on the Discord what I should do about it, and Joe, I don't know how to pronounce your last name,
Mountain
Joe,
Joe.
but Joe the Mountain Jedi.
Yes.
Awesome dude. Love you, Joe, and the wife unit. You're amazing people.
First year down there. I was trying to explain to you.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't meet him that year.
Yeah, I know.
Or that time.
Yeah,
But
I know.
Joe, you're fucking awesome, man. You gave me the idea for electrolysis.
Yep.
So you hook it up to power. I'm a little too intoxicated to explain how this all works
Anyway,
right now.
it worked. It pulled a bunch of shit out of the bike. We're still not finished with it just because we want to double check it. Go ahead and show it. If it shows the setup. No, it doesn't show it very good.
You can zoom in.
We can still go around the
These are
battery.
Fuel tanks. I've got the battery for the bike. It's in here.
Shit, stop it.
Shit.
Turn into a whole different show.
I've got the battery for the bike set up here, and I've got positive lead hooked up to these two pieces of steel that are in these spray paint can lids, and then I've got negative hooked up to the tank. Power runs through from negative to positive and basically takes the rust off of the tank and puts it onto this piece of steel. In the tank is a mix of water and trisodium phosphate. You can buy it at Ace Hardware. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, it's working awesome so far. Actually, I will give you guys a close-up view of what it's pulled off of the tank.
We'll talk about that.
About 15 minutes, this piece of steel goes from shiny, fresh ground like that to this.
Which Joe,
And then I have to grind it all off and start it all over again. But
Joe,
it's
the Mountain
amazing.
Jedi, if you have any ideas of what else we can do to help with it, zoom out. Oh, that's zoomed
That's
out.
zoomed out.
This is working. I just need to do it more.
Up, 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 up,
Further than that?
up. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, I'm like, what the fuck do you want, man?
Joe, if you have any other ideas or anybody else that's watching, I don't even know if anybody's watching still.
Well, we got 4 people in here.
So everybody that's here,
Yeah, probably.
probably. I mean, first live event and it's late.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
We're definitely gonna do more live events. We're gonna actually try to schedule them, so that way people know they're coming, and we can actually have more interaction with people that are watching. Can you see who's watching?
No.
No, okay. I don't know how you.
You can only see who's talking in the chat, which Gmail was the last one talking in chat with us.
I think it was just Gmail left a minute ago. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of new stuff coming to the channel. We're gonna try to change some stuff as well. Oh, we're in warning for something.
Yeah, that's been there. I need to figure that out, but I'll do that.
He even said something about a bit rate, which is probably your download or upload. Specifically.
We're on pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure it out.
But we're definitely gonna start diving in, doing videos, shorts, and some lives. Some of you guys, especially like Gmaw and Rainy, and I'd like to try to get Jake. I don't know if he does YouTube or not.
Jake.
From
Second place, Jake?
yes, second place.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a lot of people.
I don't know if he does YouTube or anything, but
He does Discord.
yeah, I don't know. Does he do Discord?
I know we've got him on Facebook.
Yeah, we both have him on Facebook. I'm sure we could get him to jump on a fucking live with us if he wanted to.
We definitely want to try to get something set up where we can do lives with guests that aren't necessarily here. If you want to ride to Central Illinois, Dave and his dad from Wisconsin. I know
Yeah.
David talked about coming down here.
Dave and Chris, Dr. Carius on the fucking Discord. Really awesome people.
If you guys want to ride down and jump into these, we'd love that. Or even just join us online. You know, hop in, have your own little window over here, or over there, or, you know, like right here. Farrah would love that because he doesn't like being in videos. And maybe we can get some more talk going. You know, this is our first live. It's not really structured.
We're just bullshitting. We
Yeah.
have no clue what we're doing.
No,
Can you take your hat off?
I do know that we want to try to start our lives to be more like
Damn it, Dave.
kind of almost a podcast feel. We don't want to do a podcast, but not any
Not yet.
time soon. Yeah, I mean, if we can get some takeoff with one, yeah. Just talking about stories about bikes, building bikes, going on trips, music you listen to on bikes. I know we've talked about doing a video or a live event about the different music we listen to because
Fucking Katy Perry.
it'd be
White girl jams.
you'd be surprised some of the music we jam out to while we're riding together.
Catch.
Barbie girl.
Barbie Girl, yeah, that was a different story. We don't normally listen to Barbie Girl, but that was a funny story, which we'll definitely have to tell. We listen to different, you know, I mean, everybody has their own jams to get out and go, you know, whether it be just a slow cruise, relaxing, or really getting into the bike. And sometimes it's a surprise of who you're looking at or what they listen to, like Farron's Katy Perry
Oh
song.
no, I'm all over the fucking place between Katy Perry, Suicide Silence, fucking Baby No Money.
Yeah. And I'll be from like Marvin Gaye
Yeah.
to Temptations to Disturbed to, you know,
To
Trace
Who Knows?
Atkins. It doesn't matter.
Hey, the Who's badass.
The Who is badass. I mean, you throw on some Elvis, if it's the right song, you're gonna see
No.
me doing 140.
No.
Yes, I love Elvis.
I can't stand it anymore
I don't
because
care.
of him.
I mean, we like music and pretty well any genre.
Redbone, Come and Get Your Love while you're fucking lane splitting through St. Louis is amazing.
Brand
Anything by Tupac, anywhere you're at, no matter what speed you're going, is always a good one too. I love Tupac. Ow!
He deserved it.
Probably. But I mean, you know, that's again, that's a different video. You gotta save that. Gotta save
Love
that.
hurts. See, I can't even touch him.
We've also talked about Farron having a guitar. Do you have a guitar out here?
No, I don't.
What about the
Fuck off, Ace.
Go get it!
the skateboard?
Go get it! Go get it!
I'm still
Go
pissed off I
get
didn't
it.
get the ukulele.
No,
Go get it!
Yeah, you should have spent
You didn't get a
$300 on
motorcycle
that
with a radio.
That's definitely.
Yeah, no kidding. So we do a couple different
I was
fundraisers,
singing off
every year.
I had a radio.
which, one in Florida, obviously, we do that one. We have one here locally that, I would really like to reach with our channel, which we may be able to go over at a different time, like full in depth on. But we do a Ronald McDonald run, and it's normally just a Jeep run. It's a one-day event.
They plan it as a Jeep run.
Yeah.
Eric brings motorcycles.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, every vehicle is open to come. It's not just Jeeps. It's just Jeeps are a big thing in our area. So we do a Jeep run. It's for a great cause. It goes to a local Ronald McDonald house,
Jeeps are gay.
which is
We had Big Ugly. We went from motorcycles
is-
to Big Ugly.
which, like I said, it's a great
Yeah.
cause for a
I forgot
local
about Big Ugly.
What?
for a local area. Which again, we'll probably touch on in a different video or when we're
It
actually
looks
talking
like a
about it.
bedroll.
Maybe try to get Ethan Joe to talk with us, whether it be online
That
or
would be
in person.
cool before the
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
month
every
or so
September.
before it.
Yep. I'll talk to them.
What if it
I'm
was
sure they
just-
won't turn it down because, you know, even bad publicity, bad publicity.
No publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah, and there's no real thing as bad publicity. Even if the channel is really not doing much, even if it reaches 2 more people, it's all that matters.
I like the way this
It's just a one-day event. Show up. It's it's really a bar hopping thing for Jeeps. We follow on bikes. We normally, he has water. We normally jump We normally car hop with the Jeeps, and a few of us ride with the bikes. We jump up front and we block major highways and major roads, so that way the Jeeps can go through without having to be stopped or somebody being a jerk trying to cut in between them and causing a wreck. So we, you know, like I said, anybody that watches this, we'll put more details out for it when we get closer. Ronald McDonald ride out of Publisher in Bethany, Illinois. You guys look it up, figure out how to donate to it, figure out how to be there for it, whatever. It's a great cause. We love doing it. And there's times that we've only had one motorcycle be at the other. There's times we've had 6 motorcycles. We've had times that there's only 2 motorcycles, just to block the road. And we have a great time doing it.
Oh, it's so much fun. Anytime I get the chance to block for anything.
And, oh yeah, that and also, anytime.
Good night, G-Mob.
Good night, G-Maw. Thank you for checking
Glad
in
we got
on
to
this
talk to you a
video.
little bit.
Absolutely. If you guys are in the Central Illinois area and you have some type of thing, fundraiser that you want us to help with or to be a part of, you can reach out to us. You know, again, our time's very limited with what we have to do with our own projects, YouTube, and working in our family, so we can't make everything, but if it really hits home with us, we might be able to make it work.
Jake has a question.
What's your
So
question,
you
Jay?
said something. I know there's a little girl out there who just got a motorcycle and she has a fundraiser for school for selling.
No, we're not putting that on there.
Okay.
No, we have to deliver that by hand. Some of these people are across the country.
Bike rides.
No.
G-Mall's in Washington.
Yeah.
It's getting ready to be winter.
Yeah, Gmo, yeah.
I just rode and it's
That's-
too cold now.
That's
No, it's not.
that's a different type of fundraiser.
Well, you're a pussy.
That's a different type of fundraiser.
That's the
though,
pot
too.
calling the kettle black.
That's like
I've
saying,
ridden in
hey,
freezing rain.
we're buying
Well, you're
T-shirts
going
for
back
our
out.
school. That's like saying, hey, we're buying T-shirts for our school.
Every time.
We're buying T-shirts for our school. Let's get everybody in the country involved. Yes, that is a good cause. Don't get me wrong. That is a good cause. It's worth going after. But when you have to deliver whatever they buy from, no, you can't. It's food. It's frozen food. Can't go by mail. No, you can't mail that.
Dry ice it.
No,
If I can order prescriptions that are on ice, then you can send food
that's
on ice.
different though. We have to pay for the
Yeah,
ice
do
to
you
send
wanna
it
pay
ourselves.
for
Yeah,
that?
I'm not paying for dry ice.
It's
Sorry.
for a good cause, right?
Look, there's good causes.
I'm
She's
just
got a
kidding.
Oh,
motorcycle.
yes, she did. She did get a motorcycle. Look, there's good causes and there's amazing causes that you should go out of your way for.
I promise I'm just kidding.
Like going out of your way, just paying for something so somebody
G-Mall,
gets
we do
money.
too, but not that far.
What?
FYI, G-Mall rides all winter.
Yeah, we've
I'm about
done
to.
some distance, but I don't think I'd be able to ride to Washington and back in the winter.
I did 6 hours in freezing rain last October. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah,
Me and Aaron said they're just gonna get their work boots.
my work boots.
You need even a pair of work boots.
There was
I want
a-
a pair of boots.
Wapella.
There's a pair of
Yeah,
Shit.
Circle H.
dress up boots
Yeah, I
that was
do.
look nice. They didn't
Which,
have size.
oh darn, we just gave you a free promotion.
Dude, we need to go to the Irish Circle.
That's part of
Dude, I love the Irish
And
Circle.
Me
then
too.
this is their black.
Irish
When do you
Circle.
guys want to get boots?
Hey, when are we
On
going?
Saturday.
Everyday dress boots.
On Saturday? Next Saturday?
We'll have all the kids next
No.
Saturday.
Next Saturday we'll
I have my kids.
No, you don't.
No,
We have
I said right
Heartland
now.
next
I said, Pizza will have all the kids. I said, I got my kids. And
We'll
we're
switch
here.
your weekends so we all have all the kids at the same time.
They're working on it.
Once they get that figured out,
And
we'll
I'm
go get
probably
this.
gonna have to crash out. I'm getting
And
tired.
Gatlin's out.
I'm getting
The-
tired.
I'll
I'm
ask my mom.
sorry.
Look, the thing
Never mind. I had a brain fart.
We'll get it figured
Irish
out.
Circle, the bar there in Wapella, amazing food.
Yeah, amazing food. Great place to be.
And boots. Go to the
The
boot
weekend
store.
next after.
See, that's where I've gotten my last 3 boots, but I
Not
will
next weekend,
say,
the weekend after.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
I will
For all
say,
the girls that are
They'll
on
have
here.
points.
That is a really pretty blue inside.
it is. That makes
For
a
all
really
the
pretty
girls
bike.
that are on here,
Paint your
these
bike,
are
that's really
sexy boots.
I,
They have a bunch of
honestly, I'm
boots.
thinking purple.
Are
I
you?
found a really awesome fucking purple metallic flake.
For what?
Like,
Oh, God.
There's a pair of
oh,
boots. They're
fucking
black.
Okay, so we're just rambling now.
They're
We should
black
probably shut
glitter
this off.
boots, but they're not every.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say about everything. We're
Yeah.
gonna make,
Oh, Ace talk! Holy shit, Ace talk!
we're gonna have more videos. We're gonna make more stuff. Working on more stuff. We're gonna try and do riding videos when it gets warmer out.
No, we'll do it while it's cold.
I mean,
You'll learn,
There's
sweetheart.
4 people in the chat. If anybody has something they want to talk about or want to hear us talk about,
or if you have questions
Well,
about our
you're one of
projects.
those.
D-Ma went to
Yeah,
bed.
I absolutely
You're one of them.
love
Bucks
these.
probably
And
still
this
want
is the
even if
first
he is
time in my
fast.
life
I've got
I've ever
mine
had this kind of
So that's
stuff.
3.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I
We might
I
have
used
one
to go-
person
I
in the
would
chat
wear
with
those.
us.
Those are
But if you want to hear about the projects we have planned, that's not an awful thing. I don't think we've talked about any of that though.
We have a little
A
bit.
little bit. Small touches.
Like we talked about the sports surf for like half a second plus the tanks.
We talked
I had to
about
go
the,
I could be mom and dad. I told them to hop on here, but I didn't tell them when we did it.
yeah.
So they could just have it on their TV sleeve.
Oh, somebody texted something.
Oh,
The
yeah.
D-Ma.
See what she said. G-Maw's still on here.
Yeah. Good night, D-Ma.
Okay, good night,
Love you.
G-Maw. Thanks for sticking it out with us. Well, I think our max is 7 here.
Yeah.
So, it's terrible.
Well, like you're not gonna get a crazy amount of viewers, but this is a.
Well, what really killed us was TikTok kicking us out. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I can to figure that one out, because that's fucked up.
Well, like I shouldn't say
With
it,
the
but
amount
that
of stuff
website that he said,
posts,
I get why they're kicking that out because there are a lot of people promoting that on their TikToks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was
Yeah.
that was the
Okay.
one word he should not have said in the entire because they have like auto bans and they hear
What is
certain
that?
words and they ban you
Yeah.
because of that word.
better not be no
But
sandpaper.
you can turn this whole thing into videos where you take the parts that are actually good out of it and just make a fucking quick.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I started just recording before we did the live stream.
Well, 92.
I should have kept recording for the live stream.
Yeah.
So I had a good recording of this, but
Doesn't live streams on YouTube create a recording of it that you can
With the
retain?
inside,
yes,
like,
but
blue.
it's not as high quality.
That your
YouTube live
logo
streams are like
belongs.
only
Yeah, you look at
1080p,
me.
where I could have recorded this.
Because they're
The
just
lining looks like
Can you
a
record on OBS and live stream, or do you have to record? Okay. Because I thought for some
Yeah,
reason,
no, you can record and
I got
live
these-
stream through OBS.
because I know a lot of people they use Streamlabs for their stream, and then they use OBS to actually record.
Okay.
That's only because Streamlabs can do more shit with streaming than
Yeah.
OBS can.
Yeah, like
But
you put a
I'm
bunch of shit.
not.
Nerd talk, nerd talk, nerd talk.
Hey, we're trying to
Old
look at it.
ladies.
Okay, we're trying to make a living.
That ain't gonna happen.
No way.
Best food
It's
I've
not
ever
gonna
had.
happen until it does.
The only way it's gonna happen is if you start watching us and start telling us to build stuff for you to buy from us.
I mean, if you just want us to slap shit out of each other, we can make a living slapping the shit out of each other. We're just gonna be real hurt all the time.
I wait and go to work. Wait and
Yeah, Byron. You can use slap this.
wait and
Wait, he's Byron behind the scenes. Oh,
Oh.
gave him pink eye.
God damn.
Oh well.
Hey, buy a bike already. So you can,
I have a bike.
not like a real bike.
It is a real bike, it's street bike. I mean, it'll go down the street.
Buy an Indian, Byron. Go buy a Challenger, and then Autumn, you're buying a Roadmaster, so we have the entire collection. Autumn wanted a Roadmaster.
No, she gets us out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
no, we don't have anybody on a scout
Or
or
you
an
can get
FTR.
FTR. You can get an FTR. It's like a street, like a fucking.
Byron, you cannot get an FTR. Why? You're not allowed to buy an FTR.
Because you're gonna kill yourself, and then we're just gonna have to own it.
All right, we need it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna shut this down. Get a little too rowdy in here.
We'll see you in some further videos.
And maybe we'll start doing like a Patreon page or something so you can see our really stupid
Oh,
shit
jeez.
with live
Yeah, like the zip ties.
That's a different.
We're gonna shut this down. Next time we
Why?
plan to do a live.
I don't know. Just
We'll let you know further in advance when we're gonna do a live.
Yeah, we won't just like
Pop in.
announce it in Rainey's live chat during one of his lives.
I'll blow it.
yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so
We'll probably be
bye everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Dude, if you're not a 90s kid, you don't understand that. That was at the end of every night for CW. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
And then Adult Swim came on.